Hi, this is Phil from Bristol Drones. Many people have asked me to review the AVATA 2. Bear with me, I've never done a review before, nor put it on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere else. AVATA 2, everybody knows it now, quite a good aircraft. It's very similar to the AVATA 1 in the sense of flying, ease of use, etc. No doubt about that. Great improvements that I found is the noise. So I don't feel as self-conscious anymore flying it. It means that basically the noise is slightly reduced. It still screeches a slight bit. It doesn't feel like you're annoying people as much. Different form factor has a different play on the flying because it's slightly more rectangular rather than square. It catches the wind a bit more. So in heavy winds like I was flying yesterday, it did struggle a tiny bit trying to keep it level. Coped really well with it, but still it was a bit of a, yeah, you could tell that there was a bit of an issue that they had to battle against. Other than that, camera impeccable, works really well. Easy ACRO, very good fun. Not sure how much of use it is going to be on jobs, but yeah, it's good fun to have. I can see it being great in transitions, to transition from one location to another. Can't really fault the product. It works as it says on the tin. The controller, well, I ordered it with the, well, it comes bundled with this one, with the Motion 3. I love the fact that they made the form factor slightly smaller. And I know people have complained about the button layout having changed. Personally, I find the button layout much better. Yeah, it just feels right. The great thing is now you can swap from left-handed to right-handed in the options menu. Can't remember there being one in the first one. I don't think there was. Everything else is the same. The greatest addition on this one is, though, that when your drone is flying and you've stopped it, you can use this as a magic remote inside the goggles, and the selector is the trigger. Love that fact. Makes things so much easier than tapping on the little side bit of the goggles. Kind of annoying, that one, I thought, especially if you needed to do something quickly. The other advantage is, and I've not really compared it with the Motion 2, but I found that I love the fact that with the new one you have to depress the trigger just slightly to the first resistance notch, and only then can you tilt and control the drone. If you don't do that, no matter what you do, the drone stays put. I think that's really clever, because that means before that, like when you were doing something and you had the control in your hand, your drone would go everywhere. And yeah, it just was annoying, really. The other thing is I found that it's quite quick, as in if you press it down, there is no lag, as in it'll just go. I have not seen whether there is any kind of adjustments can be made to how sensitive the trigger is. One thing I forgot to mention, flight times. So yesterday, quite a windy day in Bristol. I flew one battery just in normal mode the whole time. Maybe did some, well, in ACRO, easy ACRO mode. So I did some flips and stuff like that here and there. From 100% to 21%, I managed 15 minutes. I thought that was quite an improvement. Flying on a battery from 100 to 21% on just sport mode, can't use ACRO in that one, that was 8 minutes. I thought that was quite an improvement on the previous version. Definitely, I mean, having the longer flight time does make sense. Right, the goggles now come like with the previous version with the battery case attached. I think they fit much better than the previous one. You don't get that ski mask goggle thing anymore, where it compresses your head, rather than this bit sits right in front of the eyebrows, basically. Works really well. Flown 5 batteries yesterday. It still had 52% left on the battery, so potentially you can do 10 flights, which is not bad. Considering you only have 3 batteries and then you have to start recharging them. They behave like the previous version. The cool thing is to have the little cameras in front, which allows you with a double tap on the side to see what's around you. That is quite useful in certain situations where you just quickly need to check something and check around you. You can have 2D mode or 3D mode, which is 3D mode is quite bizarre, but 2D mode works in a pinch. It does give you a slight weird view, as in you're far closer than, well, it looks closer than you really are. So yeah, that takes some getting used to, but the whole point is that you can use it as a quick check method of something. What I have found is that, for instance, my little one who uses it, 10-year-old, when we put the goggles on him, he did say that the front was drooping a lot, even though we adjusted everything and tightened it as much as we could. I think we probably need to, you get an inlay when you buy this one, you get an inlay that you can expand this a bit so that it sits better for some people. So I'm guessing for him that would be the case. It's definitely designed for adults, that's for sure. It's for an adult sized head. So if you're planning on buying this for your little one, might be worth thinking, what will it fit? I find the straps quite good, seems sturdy, but I'm a bit worried about because there's cables running inside them on both sides from the battery pack to the goggles themselves. I also love the fact that there is now a defogging mechanism inside the goggles. You can also turn to constantly run. That's up to you. I don't know how much that would deplete the battery by. I love the fact that these things here, what do you call it, the sun guard, sits really snugly around your face and you don't feel it. It feels genuinely, it feels lighter. So yeah, that's pretty much the drone in a nutshell. If you have any more specific questions, feel free to reach out on Instagram at Bristol Drones, and hope this was useful. I'll put some small clips of me flying the drone in, well, basically testing it out. Hope this was useful. Cool. Catch you on the next one, all right? Cheers.